Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Raise Your Energetic Vibes. This is Patricia Elizabeth, your manifesting and wealth activator, and I'm excited to be here with you for another episode. So, today I wanted to talk about happy, joy, joy. Let me start by asking this question. When is the last time you did something that truly brought you joy that was for you? And be honest with yourself. When's the last time you did something that brought you joy that was just for you? It wasn't like, helping somebody else out. Because once again, I know that can bring us a lot of joy. But today I wanted to talk about joy and putting you first. And be honest with me. When is the last time? And if you can't remember the last time, that's okay. We're a brand new day today. So today you'll get to have a chance to do something that brings you joy that is just for you. So right now I want to start by giving you a little home play. I know some of you don't like the word home play, so we'll do homework. I don't like homework because that's like, oh, I'm in school. Home play is more fun for me. It's a higher vibe as well. So once again, so you're going to grab a piece of paper and you're going to create 3 columns. On top of those 3 columns, the first one you're going to put free. The second one you're going to put inexpensive. And the third one, expensive. And you're probably like, why am I breaking it down in free, inexpensive, and expensive? Here's the thing. Because going forward, no matter what your budget looks like, you have no reason not to do something that brings you joy. That's why I have you break it down in 3 categories. Okay. And I don't want to hear, well, I don't have money. No, it's not in your budget. Okay. And I'll do a video on that another time because I'm going to be starting to do, in the month of May, I'm going to start to do a series on money. So money mindset and stuff like that. So once again, so first thing first, I want you to make a list. So what brings you joy that's free? So for me, I'm just going to give you some of my examples just to help you out. I love walking brings me a lot of joy. Walking to the beach brings me a lot of joy. I live 7 minutes walk from 2 public beach. I also within 45-minute walk, I live near, I think it's like 10 or 15 beaches. I live in the Riviera Maya. That's the Mexican Caribbean part of Mexico. So I live in that area. So there's beach, and I live near the beach. Like that was a must for me. That brings me joy. Going to the beach makes me happy. I can be sad. It'll make me happy. Another thing that makes me happy is video chatting with my niece and nephew and my sister-in-law, my brother. If I have a really bad day and I get to video chat with them, that will light me up, like bring me so much joy. Because they're back in Canada, I'm in Mexico, and I've never got to meet my niece and nephew in person. So video chatting with me will be fine. Even looking at their pictures will bring me joy. Enjoying a nice cup of coffee on the rooftop of where I live. Or even just sitting down. Meditating sometimes will bring me joy. Listening to music and dancing will bring me joy. Okay, and that's all free stuff for me. Okay, what's inexpensive that brings me joy? Going to a cafe, discovering a new restaurant. That's not expensive. Well, it depends. I mean, if you go to a 5-star restaurant, it's a little bit more expensive. But I love a lot of local. Where I live, there's a few local cafes that I'll go to. First thing first is fresh food, really not expensive, so I enjoy that. And plus I support somebody local, and they're very, very nice as well. And then I have a few restaurants I'll go to, same thing, local, really not expensive, fresh food, and they give you so once again, that brings me joy. Shopping sometimes will bring me joy, depends. I love to travel locally, so I will every once in a while I'll take a spiritual retreat. That brings me joy because then I just go away. I get to disconnect. Reading brings me joy. Going to the spa. Expensive for me could be really taking a nice trip. Next month I'm going to to Puerto Vallarta. So that was going to, like, I love traveling, going to like a higher end spa, maybe booking myself instead of doing an Airbnb, doing like, a resort or something like that. So now let me ask you this. What brings you joy? And if you're like, Patricia, I don't know what brings me joy. That's okay. Go back to your childhood. What did you used to do? And for some of you, or if you're like, I don't know, well, start doing stuff and pay attention. Do I enjoy doing this? Yes, it goes on my list. Now, is it free, inexpensive, or expensive? And then commit daily to doing something that brings you joy. Because now you have no reason not to do something that brings you joy. Why? Because you have free and inexpensive on your list. So no matter what your budget is, you're able to do stuff. Because I hear a lot of people all the time, well, I don't have any money. First thing first, stop saying you don't have any money, because that's the reality you're creating more and more of, okay? Say you don't have a budget. It's not in your budget. And I'll do a video just on that, because that deserves a video by itself. So now you can do something. That's also going to help to raise your energetic vibration, because when you're happy, you're vibrating at a higher frequency, right? Because you're not like, ugh. So today, right now, drop me in the chat that I commit to do something every day that brings me joy. And drop it in the comment, my loves. I really want you to just commit to doing it. Okay? You deserve to do something that brings you joy. And if you're like, no, I don't. Here's the thing. I'm giving you permission right now. If you need somebody's permission, because I can hear some of you saying, well, I don't have permission to do that. I give you permission to do something that brings you joy every single day. Now, you should not need anybody's permission, but if you're like, you're wired and you absolutely need to, I give you permission. Patricia Elizabeth gives you permission to do something that brings you joy every single day. But start by giving yourself permission until it becomes natural for you to do that. And once again, guys, when you start doing something like, and right now I know there's a lot of stuff, we're being bombarded, like there's a lot of energetic shifts and all of that. But when you put yourself first, and that's not being greedy, you need to start putting yourself first, and you start doing stuff for you that brings you joy. Now, I know for some of you, helping my kids out brings me joy. Okay, I get that. But right now, it is about you putting you first. When you're helping your kids, that's not putting you first. Now, I'm not saying you can't help your kids, okay? You definitely can. But I want you right now. And you're also, by doing this, guys, you're also starting to take your power back. And some of you are going to start to notice when you take your power back, you're going to start to have some people around you that are going to actually treat you better. So commit to doing something that brings you joy. And let me know below, what's your favorite things that brings you joy? Because I'm looking forward to reading it. I'm sure it's also going to help my awesome tribe to be able to be like, oh, I didn't think about that. Let me go put that on my list, because that always brings me joy. And remember, you deserve to joy. So, but before we go, let me just bring in my ISA light code joy, because, I can't talk about joy and not bring in that powerful light code. So just take a few nice deep breaths, and I'm just going to bring it now. And just feel yourself expanding and feeling more and more joy with each deep breath you take. Beautiful. And I'm just going to anchor that in and ground that into Mother Earth. And now just feel how much joyful you are already. You're already starting to feel better. So let me know below, how was this? This is Patricia Elizabeth, your wealth and manifesting expert. Check out my description below, guys. I'm share a few free gifts for you guys, as well as I have a few ways that I can support you on this journey that we call life. So check out the description below, where I'll have some different ways that I can support you. So lots of love, everybody. I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.